Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this opposite twins loft. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up on the gallery now. My origin ID is realthomas.tv1, and I'll also go ahead and put a link in the description like normal to the online gallery if you want to go ahead and download the build that way. So like I said, this is an opposite twins loft. Now the opposite twins kind of idea I have done a few times in the past, but I've never really done a loft build before. Maybe once, I can't really remember though. I think I have done it once before, and I was kind of looking for some ideas to do for a video, and I kind of just decided to combine those two ideas together, and that's what we're doing here. So the kind of exterior here, it's kind of, I want to go for like a modern theme. Now, as you probably know, modern is just not a thing, so I did struggle a little bit with it. It did take me a little while to kind of get it right and how I wanted it to be like, really. So I'm just kind of messing around here. I think I even did a bit off screen because it was just taking way too long. I just couldn't really decide what I wanted to do. I was kind of just playing around with things until something kind of looked right, I suppose. Now, I wasn't really too sure how I was going to kind of do the exterior, because kind of the main theme of this build is to do with how it's like on the inside, like the loft. So to kind of make it look nice from the outside, like have a bit of curb appeal as well, was a little bit of a struggle, but I think I managed to get it to work in the end. So I think I built this on a 30 by 20 lot, or maybe it's slightly smaller in Newcrest. I think this is Newcrest, yeah it is. Yeah, I think it's either 20 by 15 or 30 by 20, I think. So we're building it there. Now, on the exterior, I don't really think there's that much. I don't think I did anything on the exterior apart from the little porch on the exterior with a few things on it. But if you want to go ahead and add like a backyard area, then feel free to do that. The only reason I didn't add one in was just because I thought it didn't really fit the build that right, since like, the main focus of the build is this kind of loft idea. So I wasn't really too focused on outdoor finish and stuff, but I did do a little bit on the porch there next to the entrance. So in terms of what this kind of house is for, like I said, it's an opposite twins. Now, I didn't actually make any sims for this or had any sims in mind. It's kind of just where the bedroom area is like slightly different on both sides of the room. Now I know it's pretty, generic, but I kind of just wanted to do this theme. So, you can kind of make up who you think might live here. In my head, I kind of got like the idea of being like twins, or, well, of course, yeah. Well, and I see people do like opposite twins, but like just friends and stuff. I actually thought of siblings who may be living together for some reason now, but, they don't really have the same interests. They want slightly different things for the house. They couldn't really agree on something, so they decided to go for neutral, that the house and then their bedroom areas can be slightly different. So that's kind of the theme I had, the idea, I should say, that I had. But I'll leave it up to you if you want to change it around. So, like upstairs, it's just a little loft area, 2 single beds on each side, and then there's also like a shared desk area, like a bookshelf and a few things there. And also then downstairs there's kind of a big living room area. There's also a big dining table and a huge kitchen as well. So the downstairs is actually pretty big just for 2 sims, but I imagine that maybe they're kind of young, they have lots of house parties and stuff, so, that might be good for that. So let me know about what you thought of this. I kind of, I don't really do this kind of thing that often, so I know it's not the best compared to some other people's I've seen in terms of like opposite twins builds, but just let me know what you think. And yeah, so we're just kind of working on the little bedroom area here. I was kind of wondering how I'm going to split it up, and also in my head as I was building this, I was like, how am I going to take the screenshot for the thumbnail? So I was kind of playing around with that in my head, trying to make it look good for the thumbnail too. So I had to move a few things around here and there. And then up here we're just doing the little kind of desk area. Now I would say it's more on the side of that, on the left, of that particular sim who kind of sleeps there, but it's kind of in the shed area at the same time, so maybe both sims could use that. And yes, so in terms of how long this build took me, I'm not really too sure. I did actually record this quite a long time ago. It's currently the 21st of May that I'm doing this voiceover on, and I think this is going up tomorrow on the 22nd. I built it a long time ago and I just never really got the chance to upload it, so I'm just finally getting around to doing it now. So we're just working on the little living room area here. As you can see, it is very spacious, so there's the TV area there with a few sofas and stuff. And there's also a little fireplace there against that wall. I don't think I put any armchairs around that fireplace because I didn't really think... Well, what I do is when I do like a fireplace like that, which maybe doesn't have a TV against it, I normally just put 2 armchairs there. But the only really armchairs that I use are the ones from Cats and Dogs that have the high backs. Now that doesn't really fit in that well with this particular theme since it's kind of modern, so I just kind of left the fireplace as it is. It's more kind of joined in with the dining room area, I think, anyway. So this bit at the back is the kitchen, and also the bathroom. I didn't mention that, but the bathroom is down here towards the back of the kitchen, as you can see too. Now you would have just saw there that I put those counters against those huge big windows. Now, you know, there's a lot of kind of mixed opinions about people who are bothered about having, like, you know, counters against windows and stuff, and people who are not bothered. Personally, I don't really mind, because it's not going to affect the functionality of anything unless you really, it's just for looks really. So I'm not really too bothered when the counters against that, like those big windows there. You know, sometimes I try to not do that, but if it kind of fits in with the theme, those windows anyway, for the whole house, so I kind of just had to leave them in. You know, but saying that though, I wasn't too bothered anyway, because there are some hedges on the other side, as you can kind of see, so the back of those counters are kind of hidden anyway. So personally, I'm not too bothered. If you want to change that around, then feel free to do so if that kind of bothers you a little bit. So we're just working on the kitchen, as I said, can't speak, and there's actually a double oven there too, probably again a little bit excessive, but I kind of do that sometimes when the wall is like, to keep it even, I do that sometimes. I know a lot of people do that as well. And I also put that little box there underneath the stairs with the thing from Seasons to decorate the house with. What's it called again? Like the attic box or something. It's the thing you click on to do all the decorations on the house during holidays and stuff. Now, I never put that in my builds for some reason. When we've got Seasons, I always used to, but then I've just stopped. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't actually play the game that often myself, so I never really have any houses to decorate since I don't play it, so maybe that's why I stopped putting them in. But I kind of just wanted something to put underneath those stairs because it was kind of a big space, so I decided just to go ahead and put them there, and yeah, so we're just kind of working, we've kind of got the main things in now. We're just going around now putting some extra details in here and there. I don't think we've done the exterior yet, in terms of the wall coverings out there. I can't actually remember. I wasn't paying attention to the playback screen there for a second. No, we're working on the exterior now. So anyway, in terms of what's coming up this week, I do actually have another collab coming up. Now, I don't know if this other person has mentioned it. I tend not to say who I'm collabing with because it's kind of, sometimes people like to keep it as a surprise. So unless, you know, the other person says, we haven't agreed that we're not going to say anything, but in case this other person does say anything, that's totally fine, then I will kind of mention it sometime. But that should be coming up on Friday, so stay tuned for that. It's somebody I've collabed with quite a lot in the past actually, so if I've mentioned this before, this particular person that I've collabed with quite a lot, so you might kind of know who it is from that. Anyway, so I also have, you know, another mansion build coming up on Sunday like normal, and I actually recorded this Sunday's mansion build a few weeks ago actually. And actually, I might do facecam with it because I did facecam the other week for that Sims Mobile video I did, and it was kind of really well received actually, and I don't do facecam that often, but since I got my new webcam, which is a little bit easier to use than my big DSLR camera, so I might actually do a few more facecam videos. I used to do them sometimes for my Sunday mansion builds, because like the Sunday mansion builds was like a set thing I did every Sunday on my channel, so I used to do facecam with it, as like something a little bit different, so I don't know why I stopped doing that though, so I might actually come back with facecam in that. The only problem is that some people don't really like facecam in speedbuild videos, so I might kind of do, you know, a few here and there. Or I might do half the video with facecam and half the video without. That's what I used to do, to kind of accommodate for everyone. And yes, so we're just kind of working on the landscaping here before we head onto the screenshots in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this voiceover up here. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of this build. If you have any more suggestions for other builds or any other ideas you want to see next on the channel, that'd be really helpful to hear. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't. And you can go ahead and download this from the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and like I said at the beginning, there also will be a link in the description to the online gallery if you want to go ahead and download it that way. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye!